I can create space, because what he wants to do is keep everything tight. I want to create space. So I'm pushing here, pushing on his hip. I'm going to hip out. This is making space in between me and him. I'm going to bring this knee in between. That's right here. I'm still pushing. I'm driving with here. Okay, now from this position, I'm just going to keep pushing. Last time we underhooked here. This time what we're going to do is we're going to overhook his arm. I'm going to come here and I'm going to break his grip. Okay, once I break the grip, I'm going to grab his wrist and I'm going to lock my own wrist in here like this. Okay, now if he's like that, if he's leaning that way, I'm going to go ahead, just grab this leg, bring it over his face, and I'm going to Omoplata. Once my foot clears his face, straighten both legs out like this. Straight. Both legs are straight. Okay? My butt is facing into him. I'm going to grab his hip. I'm going to sit up. Now watch what I do. I'm going to pull his hip and I'm going to point my butt out this direction. So my butt goes this way and I pull his hip. And I just keep pulling until he hits the ground. Then from here, I'll scoop him up under here, while my legs behind me. I'm going to try to drive this knee to the ground right here. Okay, this knee's going to go to the ground, and I'm going to lift this hip up. So this knee comes down, and I lift up, and I get the tap. Okay, more time. So with side control, I'm pushing, I'm creating space, hip escape. I bring the knee in between me and him, right here. Now, this time, instead of underhooking, I'm going to overhook. And I'm going to work to break his lock, okay? Now, once I get this, if he's broken down, I'm just going to put my hand across his face like this and push his head away from me with the back of my arm. This foot's going to come up and I'm going to catch it, just like this. When I do, I'm going to hug my leg, push this in front of his face. Straighten out both legs and lock my feet. See, I got my feet locked here. Grab his hip. My hip is facing into him. I'm going to sit up. As I sit up, I'm going to face my butt outward and pull his hip at the same time. Just like this. Now I got him broken down. My legs kick behind me. I'm going to drive my knee to the mat and lift my hip. Just like that. Okay? One more time. Side control. One arm here, one on the hip. I'm pushing. Hip escape, bring my knee up in front, up inside of it. I'm still pushing. I'm going to break his grip. I trapped his arm's trapped. I push his head away with my forearm, just like this. I grab my foot, put it in front of his face. Extend my legs. My feet are crossed. My legs are straight. My butt's facing into him. I grab his hip. I'm going to drive my butt out this way and pull his hip at the same time. My butt scoots away from him. Once that happens, my feet go back. I'm going to drive this knee to the mat and this hip up. Done.